What's up, guys? So today we've got the EVO blow-off valve here, and this is the vent to atmosphere. So we're going to be installing this on the XP Turbo. And so the stock blow-off valve is right there. So first we're going to work this, those weird hose clamps off, and then you'll be able to kick this out the wheel well and get all this stuff off super easy. And then you're going to put the new one on, put the cap on, reroute your lines, and then it should be done. So yeah, this is kind of a nice little upgrade you can do. And yeah, you guys haven't seen the turbo for a bit, but we did a aftermarket cage on there now, finally. It's kind of hard to see, but we got the windshield, so that'll be sweet on there. Yeah. Alrighty guys, so I'm standing on a little piece of wood here, but all I did was take a flat blade screwdriver, and I'll try and show you here. You just jam it into the band on the clamp, and then I just started prying on it, and then once you pry it back a bit, you can stretch this little piece out and then pry it forward with the screwdriver, so turning clockwise, and it'll pop that little pin out of the hole basically. And then you can just go ahead and pull this right out. So then once you get it popped off like that, you're gonna have to get at that other little band clamp and pry that open as well, so that you can get that line off. And then you'll be able to kick that out your wheel well. So we pulled the stock blow-off valve out, and if you look in your fender, you're gonna have this line right here that it came off of. You're gonna install the cap with a hose clamp on that line. And yeah, so we're gonna put that on, and then if you pop through the instructions, so that's that piece, putting the cap on. See, they don't have the nice engraved one on there. All right, so I pulled this stock vacuum line off, and then I took the Chinese finger trap stuff, not really sure the actual name for that, and put it on the EVO line. And then yeah, you have to take your stock vacuum line off there, and then it runs through there back to when you put your new blow-off valve in. And we ran the hose, as you can see it's blocked off, and put right against that hose. That'll be fine. So now we're just going to take this line, use one of the supplied crimps to put back to this line for your vacuum, and then basically just put the blow-off valve right on there and hose clamp it, and then you're basically done. So yeah, you don't need to save these from the stock ones. You can fuck those up because it doesn't matter at all. They give you new crimp clamps and new hose clamps, which I guess they're called a pinch clamp, not a crimp clamp, same fucking idea. So the best way to feed the new blow-off valve through is through the fender. I'm just kind of giving you a top view. Make sure you put that hose clamp on before you stuff it in there. And then you can slide that sleeve back so you can bottom it out on that face. So you're just gonna slide that right in a little bit further. Got about 1/8. And then you're gonna install that hose clamp, install it your vacuum line, and then it's done. And really all I used was, you've got your 7mm for the hose clamps, a set of side cutters, 2 screwdrivers, a nice little small one for these tiny little crimps, and then yeah, a bigger one to kind of open them up even more and cut them off. And yeah. Alrighty guys, so we connected the vacuum line, used this hose cover from the stock one, and we just put a little electrical tape to kind of hold that in place, just so it doesn't rub on your spark plug wires, and this little connector here, which comes apart. It opens up so you can run the line back through. And then we put the hose clamp, put the sleeve over the blow-off valve, and you can see we ran that vacuum line down in here. And we just kind of basically put a few kind of loose zip ties on it. And then you can see the capped line right behind that right there. We just kind of zip tied it up against that other hose coming off there, just to kind of keep it out of the way and out of the fender. So yeah, that's the whole install. It took about maybe 20 to 25 minutes if you really give her, and it does help having a buddy.